You looking strong, Sizzle. You need help with that?
No.
No help?
No.
You don't need no help? You sure?
Yep.
You look like you need help.
No. We're over here.
Will over there?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a video mostly for our wonderful Patreons or patrons, and we're just keeping it real out here in the backyard today. This is real stuff happens over here at the Darcizzle Nation house. And Darcy's about to clean a mahi. This is gonna be a real raw video. We got Dad over here in the porch hanging out, and she's gonna bang this thing out, and we figured we'd put it on film for you guys. There's not gonna be any editing, not gonna be anything fancy. It's gonna be probably Darcy yelling at me a lot, but that's all good, right, Sizzle?
No, it's not. I can't even look at you. The sun is about to go under that house.
Tilt it this way, Sizzle.
And until then, I can't see you.
All right, let's get this fish going.
Here we go. All right. I know, guys. Don't yell at me. This is not a grizzly cooler because my grizzly cooler, it currently wouldn't fit.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Well, that's the first thing they're gonna say. Patreons pay attention. So I'm just saying, we got here that is actually my dad's cooler. So we got a nice Mahi Mahi in here. And I don't know when you guys are going to see this video. It's before or after this catch.
After, I'm sure.
After the catch. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. We didn't get any other fish, but I'll take it. So let me get my setup over here real quick and then
hurry up.
play. We left the rigs in there.
I know, we got to freeze those.
Good job.
I left the rigs in the fresh water overnight. That's a great job by me. Those are used rigs anyway. When you go trolling, you really shouldn't save baits for the next day if you put them in the water. It's kind of Googanish, but I did it anyway. So I don't care. Ready, Sizzle? I'm going to start reading off these Patreons while you're fooling around.
I'm not fooling around. Get ready.
So we want to give an extra special thanks to some of our Patreons. We haven't been pushing the site too much, but we really appreciate everybody. And so I want to mention some folks here. Francisco, Chauncey, Natalie. Thanks so much, Natalie. We love when young ladies, well, ladies, participate in the channel and all that stuff. Did you guys know that we have 17% female viewership on YouTube? And, she gets a lot of views. So if you get like, let's say we get a minimum of 2 million a month. So that's like 340,000 female views a month, which I'm certain no other channel in the world is getting that from fishing girls. So, and a lot of times it's more than that, usually more than that. So that's really awesome. You got this thing going, Sizzle?
In just a second.
Let's go.
Just a second.
Are those your bow blade knives?
I gotta get ready. I put my towel down. This is my makeshift fillet table for now. I do have a fillet table in the house, but everything is a mess. Too much to do around here, guys. But yeah, so I got the cooler, and then I put the towel on top because it's going to be much easier to fillet so he's not sliding all over the place. And now I am just sharpening my knife with my stainless steel sharpener over here. So it's nice and sharp, gets the dog jump, should be good. And then at the end, of course, like always, we're going to dissect the stomach and see what's inside.
Nice.
So let's get this
I'm going to go on some more on my list.
Let me flip it this way.
After Natalie, we got William H. R. Hopkins. Got a list right here.
We're starting.
Tim S. Oh, let's see what Darcy's doing.
Sorry for interrupting the thank yous. But yeah, we had a lot of new Patreons this month, so thank you guys so much. And we haven't really pushed it like Brian said, but we really appreciate you guys.
Tim S. W.D. Mitchell. Will Cutler is a high-level Patreon. Thank you so much, Will. We really appreciate that. That's really helpful.
Don't knock up my coffee.
I almost knocked over Darcy's coffee.
Sorry.
Nice. And I wanted to mention that, Darcy does, lately especially, we're doing a lot of these fishing with kids things and going on these charters with Control Chaos, which we love, but honestly, it really disrupts, like, our whole business.
Yes.
So, these kind of pledges on Patreons, it's really helping Darcy to be able to do these sort of things, which more generally promote fishing and ladies fishing and kids fishing. So thank you very much. And who else we got here? Michael T. Lewis, Captain Larry Kaminsky, who the other day thought we didn't recognize him.
Really?
He said he had a post or something. I forget.
Larry's awesome.
I know. Ryan and Tori, Richard Wright, another 4-star general Patreon, and Chris M. Sorry we forgot any recent people. That's what this is doing in here.
Yeah, those are the new people for March.
Yeah, like March and a couple in April already.
I can't believe we're already in April. This time is flying. Yeah, so just filleting this fish with my 9-inch tapered flex knife. My 7-inch is on the boat, I think. So I'm using my little bit bigger blade today. But this is going to be delicious for dinner tonight. Fresh fish.
Your left elbow is always in the way.
Well, it's because I'm a lefty. Fresh fish for the table tonight. And we're going to be eating good. We got some nice veggies, fresh veggies at the fresh market today, too. So, sorry. I just totally hit you again. All right, so this is probably like a, I don't know, 6 to 8 pound dolphin, and it's a cow, it's a female. And the reason you can tell that is from the head here. The males have a much broader head. It comes out to like about here. It would start way over here. So
It's
the
more
females,
like this. It's more square.
yeah, so the female's head goes in. So that's how I know it's a female. And it was pretty cool catching her on the planer, just because we haven't caught a whole lot trolling with our planer in the past. So we're finally excited to have that particular type of fishing and that particular type of rig work. That was awesome. So just getting through the pin bones here. Gotta break them. But with the sharp knife, it gets the job done. And I'm trying to keep the stomach intact too, because I have the whole other side to do. So that's pretty good. That's intact. I mean, there probably is some meat there, but I'm not really worried about it. So I guess let me fillet this real quick. Or no. Let's put it on that. Yeah. Thank you, Dad. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do it all at once. I'll just get the skin off of that fish in just a second. But you can see she's full of roe, too. A lot of mahi are full of roe. And we don't eat that roe, but I'm sure people do.
Good.
It's good, right?
It's good.
Oh, Dad's had it. He said it's really good. Yeah?
Yeah.
We got to do a catch and cook with fried roe. That would be cool. Fried roe. All right, other side. I know a lot of you guys like to tell me on YouTube, especially, to leave the other side of the fillet intact, but that's not the way I want to do it. I don't like it like that. So I like to take off the one fillet and then work on the other side. And there's always a ton of meat in the head. The males, of course, have more meat, but I like to try to get that head meat out too. There we go. Lots of meat. And cut down behind the pectoral fin. That should be good. All right, let's get this other fillet off. I think I'm going a little faster compared to other fish I've filleted. I try to get like every ounce of meat off.
This is what they call a fancy angle, everybody.
Yeah, Brian's really good at that.
High level. It's high level.
Yes. Very high level. I always see those comments and they're like, you were so bad at filming in the beginning of the year. And it's like, dude, we film offshore. Like, nobody understands like what we have to deal with like when we film. Like, we film in the worst possible conditions. Like when you're learning how to film, you don't do what we do. So it's just funny. Like, nobody really realizes until you're out there and what everything is going on and you're trying to fish and then you hook a fish and you're trying to catch it and not mess up and then you're trying to film at the same time and make good footage for everybody. So it's a lot of work. All right, let me flip this fish over. Being a lefty is difficult.
Difficult for me, mostly.
And difficult for everyone else because I'm sure it's hard to watch. Just because it looks awkward. He's bleeding a lot. Oh, I cut the rope. Alright, that's the other fillet. Let's dissect the belly real quick and then I'm going to get this out of the way and then we'll get to skinning the fish. Yeah, that is a big sack of roe though. Will you eat it, Dad, tonight? Do you want it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we can eat
It's been a
that.
long time. Yeah.
How
I'll
do you
try
just
it.
rip it out? Like,
Yeah, it's like a sack. Just,
oh, it's just coming out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
hole.
I cut just a little bit of it on the outside.
You don't cook
Does
it
that
too
mess
fast,
it up?
otherwise all the eggs burst on the outside.
Oh,
So it looks funky.
that is a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Good thing dolphin grow really fast. And they're plentiful. Eee, roe.
Nice.
That looks nice.
It's
and,
not
and
beluga
gross.
caviar, but roe
Yeah.
it is.
That looks good and gross at the same time. But it's gonna be a first for us. All right, here's the stomach. This is the only other biggest organ in here, and there's some fish in there. Let's just pull it off of this.
So you can get that dirty too?
Don't worry, everything's got to get cleaned. No big deal.
Hey, watch that knife.
Sorry. My bad. What do we got? Talking about my fish over there, the kids. Across the stream fishing. There's so many people fishing in our canal these days. I don't even fish back there because they catch all my fish.
I don't think they catch anything.
I don't know.
Not much in there, honey.
Well,
Pretty empty.
it looks like it's whatever it was bait, and it was definitely very, very much digested. So, yeah, I don't know what that was, but some type of bait fish. Interesting. Okay. That was a hungry mahi. Maybe that was our ballyhoo. Yeah,
Oh,
just
no.
bones. Okay. Not a whole lot exciting there, but hey, still cool to check it out. And I'm gonna pop the eyeballs over here because we're gonna throw it in the canal for the turtles and the fish to eat. And I think there's otters in our canal too lately. There we go.
No, it is not.
That way this doesn't float back up. Nobody will like that. And that's a pretty good fillet job, I think.
Not bad.
I missed a little bit of meat on that side right there, but that's no biggie.
Don't worry, someone will tell you it sucks.
Yes, of course. Of course.
There's someone on the internet who can tell you it sucks. Don't worry.
Oh, here we go. Going a lot far.
Go.
I know. Feed the fishes and turtles. Okay, let me just spray this really quick, and then I'm gonna fillet. All right, I'll take it, Dad. Thank you. It's a good amount of fish for 3 people to eat tonight. Pretty excited. Gonna be delicious. Very exciting to have mahi back on our boat though. And this is the time of year. In just the next month or so, we're gonna be running out very far, many miles in the deep sea. Oh, the freaking ducks are going crazy. But we're going to be targeting mahi. In the next month, they're actually starting to show up right now, but in the next month is really like dolphin fishing season. So we're going to get out there, go out real far, look for weed lines, flopsum, jetsam, and hopefully catch a big one. It's been, the biggest mahi I've caught is a 28 pounder, and that was, actually I didn't even catch it. I was on the boat when that happened. But that was like almost 5 years ago on Brian's boat, and I haven't caught a big fish like that in our area since. So hopefully we can do that this year. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll just go to the Keys and slay them up down there too. Because last year I got a 22 pounder in a tournament. And I just flipped it over, and I'm just going to take the red bloodline out because we don't like to eat that. There's your gaff shot.
Nice, right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Perfect.
Guggen life. I saw you put that on Instagram.
Yeah.
Brian posted on Instagram. Follow him, everybody. It's called Darcizzle's BF on Instagram. Check him out. All right. That should work. And I think most of the bones are gone. Should I just cut it in half now, or do it in the house?
In the house, or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Do the rest in the house. Trim it down,
Hey,
cut
want
it
to cook
in
it just in
half.
butter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad likes it just in butter.
Amish butter.
We got
Amish roll butter.
Yeah, we got roll butter today at the fresh market.
Why do you call it roll butter? Is it a circle?
It specifically says roll butter on it.
That's she got it. She's right. When you're right, you're right.
It does. And we asked for it at the counter as roll butter, so.
It's real. It's referred to as real Amish butter.
Yeah, there's no preservatives, no water.
Nothing in
It's
it.
just milk.
It's
and,
really delicious.
Right.
It's just milk and I saw the ingredients. There was just milk and salt, I think, and that was it or something. I saw 2 ingredients on it.
Darcy's dad is like excuse my French, but he's like an original Florida Miami hillbilly. Like dirt roads and crap. So that's why he's eating like roe, and he knows Amish people who live in homestead and this kind of stuff. I'm just saying.
Hillbilly.
Yes.
We have
Oh, sorry, they call them rednecks here. Call 'em
One
rednecks,
hill.
yeah.
Right. One hill.
They have a hill, but it's a dump.
Yes.
Mount Trashmore.
Yeah, Mount Trashmore we call it. Literally when we used to go fishing, like when growing up, like we'd be like, it was our landmark. Like we have like the Martini Tower here as our landmark. But we're way out there and like, oh, there's Mount Trashmore.
Where to go?
It's the same thing on Long Island. The second highest point on Long Island is a dump.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And we got some loud motorcycles around.
Here I am talking about rednecks, and there's a freaking ATV driving down the road.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it. All right, last side of the fillet. We are not spraying the fillets with fresh water yet. We'll do that right before we cook it. We like to do it that way, and it seems to keep the taste a little better before running fresh water over it, you know, hours before you cook it.
Does that make it more
That's
tastier?
that's a big no-no. Stop making fun of me. That was like 2 years ago now in that video. That's so funny when people watch that video. That's the first thing they say. You
More
don't know how to
tastier?
talk. You don't know how to talk. You suck at filleting fish. You destroyed that.
You think they yell at Blair Wiggins for saying Morgan all the time? That's not a word either.
It's just funny. I literally got a comment.
Morgan, that's not a word.
I literally got a comment on Instagram about my sheep's head fillet. That was a little story I did a couple days ago, and somebody like totally like chewed me out, like told me it was like the most terrible fillet ever, and I wasted all this meat, and like I should never post another video on YouTube if I can't do it correctly, and I have to use a sharp knife that's flexible, which this is flexible, and like I was doing it all correctly, and it's just funny that, you know, people always have to attack for no reason. I deleted it just because no other girl needs to see that kind of nonsense. Like, you know, just get out there and fish, get out there and fillet fish. You know, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna make mistakes, but you gotta get out there and do it. I mean, that's the only way to learn. So I just deleted it so nobody else sees it, but it makes me laugh. Let's get off this last piece of belly meat. I think we're all set.
I'll comment on that too. I mean, I've just been thinking lately, or reminding myself lately, that, you know, she just goes fishing and we post the stories of what happened. There's no one here.
I never said I was an expert.
No one ever said we knew how to fish.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
one ever did.
if you like to take some of the tips that we use, or that somehow we've gotten luckily successful, then, you know, God bless you. But I never said that we were professional fishermen or like experts.
No.
Never ever.
No, we just try to like inspire others to get out there and do the same. Like, get out there and fish. Like, even though we don't consider ourselves experts. And once again, I'm not one of those guys like Bill Dance or somebody's been that's been fishing 40 or 50 years, you know, under my belt. I really don't have that. Or even 20 years. So you just have to like start somewhere. That's what we're saying, and that's what we're telling you guys to do. You know, get out there and do the same. I know a lot of you guys have bought boats, like Don and Jason Graham, and a couple other you guys I'm talking to in messages want to buy boats. So, you know, at least you're following your dream, and once you get your boat, you can get out there and learn and teach yourself how to catch fish. So that's just the key to life. You gotta learn with everything. So, but we're done with the fillet. Dad is cleaning up my skin over there. I'm gonna throw it in.
The offal.
Yes, and we're all set to have dinner and finish right before the sun goes down, so that was awesome. I just got to clean up this area over here. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little raw, real-time how-to, not even how-to, a fillet video for you guys to enjoy.
All right, wrap it up.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys for listening to us rambling on. And yeah, so we'll be back real soon. Hopefully we'll do a lot more like videos just for Patreons. We really want to focus on that for you guys.
Well, this might go on YouTube now since I like it so much.
Oh,
You
here
just
we
did a great
go.
job. But after Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon first. Patreon first, all right? Yes, but we want to do more videos dedicated to you guys. So we're really going to focus on that this year, especially with the upcoming summer months. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for being a Patreon and supporting our adventures. We really do appreciate you guys, and you allow me to do this full time. So you guys mean the world to me. So, all right, until my next video, follow your dream and keep on catching. What?